The front door slammed against the wall so hard the frames in my hallway shook. Family photos rattled as a woman in her 50s stormed straight into my kitchen like a hurricane wrapped in polyester. Her face was twisted with righteous fury, and she swung a clipboard through the air like it was a sword. A shiny HOA president pin glimmered on her blazer. Catching the afternoon sunlight. "This is your third violation this month," she shrieked, voice slicing through the air like a siren. "Your grass is half an inch too tall. Your garbage cans were visible for 37 minutes after pickup. And that eyesore you call a mailbox. Completely unacceptable." I stood frozen in the doorway, coffee mug halfway to my lips, watching this stranger parade through my home as if she owned it. She brushed her fingers across my countertop. Then God help me open my refrigerator, wrinkling her nose like a judge about to issue a sentence. "Excuse me," I said, steadying my voice. "You need to leave now." She spun dramatically, her bleached hair whipping over her shoulder. "I am Linda Harrington, president of the Willowbrook HOA," she declared, "and I have full authority to inspect for compliance." As she reached for my phone on the counter, likely planning to snap pictures of imaginary violations, instinct took over. Years of police training kicked in, and my tone shifted into calm authority, the kind that once diffused armed standoffs. "Ma'am," I said evenly, "you've just committed a felony." 3 weeks earlier, I'd moved into this peaceful suburban neighborhood, hoping for quiet after 20 years on the force. My name's Detective Alex Carter. 2 decades of service, commendations for excellence. And all I wanted now was barbecues, gardening, and weekends without sirens. Linda Harrington clearly had other plans. From the moment I arrived, she zeroed in on me like a missile. The mailbox was 2 inches too short. The driveway had an invisible oil stain that violated subsection 12.4. She even said my American flag wasn't the correct shade of blue. Neighbors had warned me. "That's just Linda," they'd sigh. "She's been president for 5 years. Thinks she runs a military base." I thought I could handle her, until the barbecue. That Saturday, I hosted a small cookout, few neighbors, burgers, music, nothing crazy. We wrapped by 8 p.m., well within HOA rules. Linda showed up at 6:30 with a tape measure like a building inspector from hell, 4.7 feet. She announced triumphantly, measuring the distance between my grill and the property line. "Regulations require 5 feet. After that, it became psychological warfare. Anonymous notes appeared on my door daily. "Your hedges are uneven. Your doormat isn't regulation brown. Your car was parked facing the wrong way for 14 minutes. She even started snapping flash photos over my fence at night. Once, I caught her on a stepladder peering into my garage, like a nosy raccoon in pearls. Then came the gossip. Campaign neighbors whispering about my violations. Turns out she'd made a Facebook group dedicated to criticizing my property, complete with photoshopped images of my lawn. That afternoon, I was in the backyard replacing warped fence boards headphones in, classic rock humming. I didn't hear her come in, but she did. Linda had been watching. She saw me walk to the back, noticed my front door was unlocked, and slipped inside quiet, calculated, and confident. 40-5 minutes later, sweaty and tired. I came in for water and froze. Linda stood at my dining table, going through my mail. My bills, personal letters, then a birthday card for my mother spread out like evidence in a crime scene. She was photographing everything. "What exactly do you think you're doing?" I asked coldly. "I'm conducting a lawful inspection," she said, chest puffed out. "You've been reported for multiple violations." "No," I said, pulling out my phone and hitting record. "You've broken into my house. That's trespassing and possibly identity theft." She laughed. "Don't be ridiculous. The HOA charter gives me full inspection rights." I chuckled softly. Really? Show me where it says you can enter someone's home without permission. She fumbled with her papers, stammering. It's implied. Sure, I said. Let me show you something. I flipped open my badge. Her entire face drained of color. Detective Alex Carter, it read. You're a cop, she whispered. 20 years on the force, I said. And that camera over there. I pointed toward the corner. It's been recording since you walked in. So have the ones in my kitchen and front hall. Her clipboard hit the floor. Panic set in. This is a misunderstanding, she pleaded. I thought I heard you say, come in. Through my noise-canceling headphones. Impressive hearing, Linda. I started dialing. Dispatch, this is Detective Carter. I need units at my residence for a burglary in progress. Minutes later, 2 uniformed officers arrived. Linda was pale, shaking. Ma'am, Officer Diaz said firmly, please stand and put your hands behind your back. You can't arrest me. I'm the HOA president. My husband's a lawyer. None of that matters, he said, snapping the cuffs closed. You're under arrest for criminal trespass and unlawful entry. The metallic click echoed through my house like a gavel. As they let her out, neighbors poured onto their porches. Some clapped. One raised a beer in salute. 2 months later, Linda Harrington, the self-proclaimed queen of the Willowbrook, HOA, stood in court stripped of her authority, charged with trespass, unlawful entry, and attempted identity theft. Sentence, 1 year probation, $5,000 fine, and 200 hours of community service. Her real estate firm dropped her. The HOA voted her out. The local paper ran the headline.